In this video, we're going to be applying for a one-time financial grant for your small business. Use this step-by-step process to apply for grants for your business. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde. Welcome. Please subscribe to the #1 community for real estate income, grants, and credit. So if you'd like to watch the step-by-step process of how you can apply for grants for your small business to help you apply for grants in minutes and continue to rinse and repeat and apply for grants consistently, getting grants coming into your business as an income stream, make sure you watch the full video and make sure you stay till the end so we can actually share with you how you can actually learn the strategies of how to consistently get grants for your business. So applying for grants, whether it's in minutes or less, actually has to do with knowing two things, and that is being prepared and also knowing the criteria for the grant. So the grant we're applying for today is the Waterford Small Business Grant, and these grants are allocated and coming from the SLRF Fund, the State and Local Fiscal Recovery Fund. So the application process has been open now since March 3rd, and the deadline is here approaching, so I'm going to share with you how you can quickly apply for these grants in just a fefew minutes. So we'll start by going directly to the grant application website, which is surveymonkey.com/R/QX7W33H. And you can actually see in the top, they actually have the information as well as eligibility requirements for the grant. Now, one of the things about this application is that they actually have several sections, A through D. So the suggestion that you actually fill out the information for section B on a separate document and then go over to section D, find out all the documents that you need to attach and then combine the two so that when you actually are going to fill out and also submit your application, you're doing it one time, because the application doesn't allow you to save your information and go back to it. So that's one very key point that you need to be aware of. So as we start here, we can see that these are ARPA funds coming from the SLFRF fund. And actually, they're showing you what the funds can be used for. This is very important. When you're going to apply for grants for your business, you want to know up front what you can use it for. If it's operational expenses, or if you can use it for actually things that are pertaining to your own personal life, you need to know what you can use the funds for. Some programs are restrictive. They actually want the funds used for specific things. Some programs are more open. They may allow you to actually use the funds for business as well as personal reasons, specifically if your business overlaps with your personal, in bill paying, etc. So as we're seeing here, the grant funds can be used for supporting payroll, meaning keeping your staff, as well as retaining employees. It can also be used for technical assistance for your business. It can also be used for operational expenses, as I mentioned earlier, such as rent and utilities, etc. It can also be used for capital investments, so equipment purchases, property maintenance, etc. It can also be used for labor. So this is all around staffing, payroll, etc. This grant can be used for those purposes. It can also be used for marketing and communication, as well as business development, as well as consulting. So if you need to bring a consultant in to be able to help you figure out a marketing plan to get your business moving forward or to the next level, this grant allows for that. So after you're done with that section, you want to make sure that you click that you understand. Next thing, they want to actually highlight to you and mention to you what you cannot use the grants for. Now, this particular grant cannot be used for personal debt. It cannot be used for debt repayment. It cannot be used for reimbursement of past purchases. It cannot be used for replenishment of your rainy day funds, etc. So after you read all of that, you're going to click you understand. Next is the eligibility criteria. Now, this is very key. You also want to make sure that when you're applying for grants for your business, that you understand what the criteria is. Remember, when we first started, I shared with you, there are two things that you need to have to be aware of and be in position when you're actually starting this process. Number one, you want to make sure that you actually are prepared with all your documentation. And number two, you want to make sure that you know what the criteria is. This is very important because you don't want to waste time. You don't want to actually spend time working on a grant that you don't fit the criteria for when there's so many others out there that you can actually be applying for that you do fit the criteria for. So for the criteria for this grant, number one, your business must have existed in the town of Waterford since January 1st of 2020. Number two, your business must have 25 or less employees. Number three, your business must be independently owned and operated. So in this case, they don't want any franchises. Number four, they actually want you to be headquartered in Waterford, Connecticut. Number five, they're requiring that the business owner be 18 years or older. Number six, they actually want you to have an established bank account. Number seven, they want to make sure that you utilize some sort of bookkeeping system, such as QuickBooks, Sage, etc. Number eight, they actually want to make sure that you have an EIN and or a DUNS number or UEI number. Number nine, they want to make sure that you're not facing any pending litigation or legal action. And finally, they want to make sure that you actually have decreased revenue and you actually have proof of that. I've been sharing here on my channel many times that many grant programs actually loss-based revenue grants. So they're actually giving you the grants based on your lost revenue, helping you to be able to replenish the revenues that you've lost due to lack of sales, due to lack of traction, due to lack of inflation, and all the things that are happening to small businesses all around the country. Next, they want to make sure that they highlight to you what criteria they're going to use to be able to actually judge and review your grant. So they want to make sure that your answers are actually well thought out and completed. The application must be complete and turned in with the eligibility requirements. So make sure that you actually complete everything when you're actually filling out these grants, specifically these ones that are based online, where it's just quick and simple. You can actually just go to a website, plug in your information, have your stuff ready, and actually attach whatever documents they ask for, and then go ahead and submit and send the grant application off. In addition to that, they want to make sure that you thoroughly describe what your business was like pre-pandemic versus post-pandemic. You want to show the difference of where your business was and where your business is. This is important because this is actually a loss-based revenue grant. So they want to see that you've actually had decreased revenue so that they can actually see that you need the opportunity to get the infusion of money so that you can actually move your business forward. After you've done with that, you're going to actually click you understand. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to provide your name, and you're going to provide what your business category is. So oftentimes in our Grants Masterclass, we talk to entrepreneurs that are in different industries, and we try to help them really get positioned so that they can get grants for their business. Some industries actually matter. It is going to basically play a big part, whether or not you're going to get the grants, whether you're going to get the business funding, etc. So in this case, they actually have automotive, business support, computer, construction, education, entertainment, health and medicine, home and garden, legal, financial, manufacturing, merchants, personal care services, real estate, travel, and transportation. And now they want to know if you've been in business since January 1st, 2020. You're going to click yes. They also want to know how long you've been in business. Next, they want to know how many contingent workers, these are 1099s, independent contractors, that you have on standby. Next, they want to know if you actually have had a drop in revenue attributed to the pandemic. And after you've filled those out and check those off, you're going to click next. And now they want to know how much you're requesting for the grant. You're allowed to go up to $10,000 per request. So you're going to put in the entire $10,000. And next, they want to know if you're awarded the grant, what project category would you use it for? And you're going to put in operational expenses. Next, they want to know, given the categories you selected, describe the project you would use the funds for. And then you can just put in something like business improvement, but you can actually spend time to actually be more elaborate on what your response would be, because they want detailed responses here. Next, they want to see how the grant will actually help improve your business. So this is where grant words come in. There are certain trigger words that you actually want to use when you're conveying what your vision is, where you are, if you have lost revenue, and where you're trying to get to. You want to make sure that you include key words that's going to really help trigger the other side that's intaking and watching over it and actually receiving this grant and looking at this possibility of giving your business, in this case, $10,000. So there's certain keywords and criteria that we actually use when we're applying for grants that actually allows us to be able to be in a position to apply for grants consistently and receive grants consistently, because we actually know what the keywords are to use when we're conveying what our vision is. What's actually going to make the grant intake body be more appealed to our businesses and what we're actually sharing with them, how we're conveying our message. These are some of the things that we actually teach our students of how to properly package your business so that you know how to actually present your business, what you're saying about your vision, what you're saying about your problem when you're actually sharing with them what you need the funds for. Next, they want to know how would this grant contribute to the overall impact your business has had on its consumers. So they want to see if you get the money and it impacts your business, how that impact will transfer over to your customers and the consumers that you've been serving. Next, they want to know if awarded the grant, are you able to commit to expending the funds and reporting a report by June 28th of 2023? You're going to click yes. So they actually want to review a spend with this grant. They want to see what you're spending the money for. Next, they want you to give a detailed description of your business. So you're going to include that there. Next, they actually want to see how your business is different from other businesses in your industry. So this is where you have the opportunity to shine, where you can actually show what your difference is, what makes you unique. So you can actually place that here and make sure that you actually show that your business is actually unique and different from other businesses in the same industry that your business is in. Next, they actually want to see what the recent performance of your business is. Have your business been doing well? Is it doing bad? You want to make sure that you stay in line with sharing with them that you've had revenue loss. So you want to share with them that your business has not been doing well, that you actually need the money so that you can actually have your business repositioned and start to do better than what it's been doing. Next, they want to see how you actually market your product or services and how do actually customers and clients find you. So you want to make sure that you share what your marketing is, Next, they want to know if you rent, own, or you actually have a digital business. Next, they want to know how your business got started and how did you actually get into the business. Next, this is section D. This is where you're actually going to be uploading your supporting documentation. So in the case where you actually have a W-9, you're going to upload that. In the case where you actually have articles of organization, you're going to include that. In the case where you actually have a letter of good standing from the DRS, you're going to include that, as well as you're going to upload other documentation that they need in order to verify your business. So you're actually going to upload those there, and you're going to click next. So this is a $10,000 grant that your business can actually apply for in just a few minutes. There are tons of grants like this all around the country that you can actually sit and apply for, and you should be doing at least 3 to 4 applications on a monthly basis. This is what we teach our students. This is what we actually know works. You need to start to apply for grants as an income stream coming into your business. There's too much money out there for you to actually leave this alone. This is something that changed the game for me years ago when I actually was in a problem with my business. This is back in 2007. And that was my first foray and my first brush with a grant. And I never knew that this existed. I always thought that you start a business and you hustle to get business, you get customers, you break into whatever industry that you're in. I've started businesses in different industries, and I've been doing business for over 20 years. So I'm versed in many different businesses as well as many different industries. And my wife and I operate multiple businesses today. Some that are 7 figures, some that are 6 figures. So I'm talking from real life experience. And I'm sharing with you that no matter how successful your business is, you need to actually be applying for grants for your business consistently. Right now, we actually have one of our friends and associates who's a very, very successful restaurateur that actually doesn't really need money, but really recently just got a substantial grant for the business that really changed the game and opened their eyes. So this is something that successful people use. This is something that people who are struggling use, but it's money that's there that does not have to be paid back. So it's not a loan. This is why you need to take this seriously and actually focus on this for your business. And there are many opportunities that come with this. Not just the money, but also the notoriety. Getting on a platform where you have actually received a grant that can actually put you on the radar of much bigger capital infusion for your business. So this is what we've been doing since 2007, and I highly encourage you to start to apply for grants for your business. You can actually do it. And if you'd like to learn more of how to position your business strategically, to be able to apply for grants consistently all around the country, if you'd like to learn the formula for grants and how to get started and how to actually continue to do this on a monthly basis, make sure you join us for our Grants Masterclass by going to my website at AskRinde.com, clicking on Grants, and getting started today. There are entrepreneurs from all around the country, hundreds that are in this masterclass, that have actually learned the process and are doing this consistently for their business. It's not just about sales. We actually help you with sales as well. We help you to get a strategy going for your business so that you can actually generate more business, more sales for your business. But we also share with you the formula for grants, how to actually get started with this particular gem. So this is very important for us as we go into these dark times and these different times that we're all in the economy as well as the world. We're seeing many changes happen all around the world that are going to affect people greatly, whether it's from real estate, whether it's the economy with their businesses, whether it's migration patterns, whether it's with just the economics and how things flow as far as supply and demand, how things are fulfilled. There's going to be a lot of changes, and you need to make sure that you know how to get access to capital, how to get access to funding, and how to get access to grants. So we'd like to share more with you. Make sure you join us for our Grants Masterclass. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.